Alright everybody, it's your boy Trey Switch back at it again with another video. Welcome to the Ether, and today we are going to be reacting to a subject we have covered on this channel before. It is, yes, P. Diddy, Puffy, Sean Combs, whatever you want to call this motherfucker. A lawyer that's going against him on this case came out, and we have ourselves Texas attorney Tony Buzbee announces 120, yes, you heard me correctly, 120 new SA allegations against Diddy. New. Yeah, so all the old stuff we talked about, this is new. All right, this is going to be a long one. Let's get into it. Let's get to the bottom of it.
Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
My name is Tony Buzbee. I'm a lawyer here in Houston.
Hey, yo, my freaking thing is choppy. Whoa, what's going on? All right.
I'm licensed in Texas and in New York.
Yep.
Okay. And I'll introduce other members of our team as they speak. As many of you know, our law firm has been at the forefront of some of the most important litigation in the United States.
Okay.
We like the tough cases. We thrive in the complicated cases.
This could be tough, or it could be a slam dunk. I don't know, because there's a very similar case to this, which is Epstein, which seems like I don't understand exactly what really happened. I've heard a lot of reports and stuff like that, a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation, a lot of theories. We don't know exactly what happened with that, right? You could have lured, what happened. That's what I think, but yeah. And so that, that case was kind of similar to the vibe of this one, which wasn't a slam dunk. So I'm hoping it's a little different.
We've handled over the last 25 years some very big and very important cases.
Okay.
I believe that this one may surpass them all.
Yeah.
There are many facets to this.
Biggest scandal in Hollywood ever that will ever be 100%.
The conduct we will describe today occurred over more than 20 years.
Hey.
There are many people and many entities involved. And we're going to follow this evidence wherever it takes us.
Okay.
We will find the silent accomplices.
Bro, there's so many people that are going to be tied to this. I don't know how. If there's 120 new victims that are coming out, like, imagine the amount of people, because I'm assuming these victims weren't all one-on-one, weren't all Sean Combs. I'm guessing there's a lot of group stuff going on with this. Oh my God. The list is going to go on and on.
Expose the enablers who enabled this conduct behind closed doors.
Ooh, that's going to be a lot of people too, that like everybody in Hollywood that knew what was going on but didn't say anything because like they had to keep their mouth shut type shit to make it in life. If you want to make it in the music industry, if you want to make it in the in Hollywood in general, you got to keep your mouth shut about this, bro.
We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates.
Good. Welcome.
These brave victims who have stepped forward deserve nothing less.
Hell yeah.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world.
This is crazy, bro. Cat Williams foreshadowed this shit happening too. Look at his podcast that he had with Shannon Sharp. That shit, bro. He said y'all all gonna get shows in 2024. It's crazy, man.
The wall of silence has now been broken.
Thank God.
And victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us.
Oh my God.
With people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs.
So they just picked the top, like the most, the easiest slam dunks of those top 120. There's so many. Oh, fucking God. Because in the back of my head, I'm like 120. Okay, like, you see it a lot when people like have allegations and they just start piling up in the back of your head. You're thinking, you're weighing those two thoughts. You're like, well, are they coming out because they're more comfortable because a lot more people came out, so they're more comfortable with the situation at going at them, or is it like they're trying to get a bag,
After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants
What?
as we file these individual cases.
Entities? Like his business? His
And you
business
should
would make
know,
sense.
To the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI.
Oh, shit.
You should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened.
Okay.
People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice. But no, most of these people are scared.
This thing is so choppy, bro. It's fucking pissing me off.
They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed.
Uh-oh.
Many dirty secrets will be revealed.
Uh-oh.
We know what we are potentially up against.
Ooh,
And
they know.
this is always the case in situations like this when a celebrity is involved. People can be downright mean and nasty.
Yep.
You'd be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence, to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love.
I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to say it right now, bro. LeBron James is my favorite athlete of all time. Inspiration to me, bro. Straight up. And I'm really curious how tied in he is to this, because he has that fucking clip that has aged so badly where he says, ain't no party like a Diddy party, bro. And now he might be completely innocent. He might be. And I really hope he is. But motherfucker, bro, if he's guilty of some fucking dark, evil shit, fuck that guy.
I mean, there's a reason
Straight
for this
up.
word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media. And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This
Yep.
isn't my first rodeo.
Nope.
But victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct.
Nope, they should get their day in court, 100%.
They should not be targeted. I want to say this, and I want to be clear about it. Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can, I always start with a mindset that I believe victims. I believe victims.
I believe you're innocent till proven guilty, but man, this situation when you have this amount of evidence against them, bro, this track record and the overall like legend like that has been created, because I've been plugged into the the rap industry and the hip hop and fucking pop culture, sports, all that kind of stuff. So I've heard rumblings of Diddy and Puff stories, so like, dude, it kind of all adds up. It really does, and it's fucking, man, this
Because I
shit's
understand
crazy.
the tremendous courage it takes to step forward.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, please hear me. If you're out there and you have been victimized, you are not alone.
Nope.
There is a great strength in numbers. You can seek redress. You can obtain justice. We can help you, and we will help you.
You gotta think, this is a guy that supposedly put out a hit on Tupac and Biggie. Two of the biggest stars that have ever been in one of the biggest industries that there is today, and got him killed. This is all speculation. That's all theories. It's all, I don't fucking know. The fuck am I? I'm just some dude. But like, imagine being a victim of this guy and like the amount of fear of coming out against him you would have. Like, if he can kill Tupac, if he can kill Biggie, like, what the fuck? I'm just some random chick, like, bro. Or random guy that fucking, the memes are crazy, bro. He swing both ways, apparently.
That being said, as stated, we are vetting every call that we receive. We have had to turn away some. For each, we ask for corroboration.
Yeah, it sounds like fucking, He said like 2,000 something, so that's about shit.
For
1,900.
each, we asked for the identity of witnesses. We also have collected pictures, videos, texts. We check venues. We check dates. We want to corroborate that the claims being made have legitimacy and merit.
Damn, this is a big ass case. Must have a fat team, bro. A big old team.
We have on staff now a former detective from the Major Offenders Unit of Houston Police Department.
Okay.
Who is helping us vet each claim.
You know, he got hella experience, bro. H-Town, dangerous.
We're using our common sense. We're being stringent because, as I said, these are not easy cases. They're very tough. The process is hard, and in some cases, the process is very lengthy. These cases are hard to prove. Many times, it's the victim's word against the alleged perpetrator. Each of these victims will no doubt be publicly attacked by the alleged perpetrators, and in some cases, the general public. The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack.
Amen.
We know what we're up against. We did not enter this fray blindly.
Honestly, in this situation though, I do not think many people are on his side. Like I could see like with the juice, you know, with OJ, like I could see being back in then time, like people siding with OJ thinking he's innocent. Obviously, it doesn't seem like he is or was. But he's dead now, so that shit's dead. But like, fuck. I haven't seen anyone support fucking Diddy. Not one person. Like, what?
I wish it was my last such fray. I wish this type of behavior wasn't so pervasive.
Nope.
But it is what it is.
Nope.
So we will press on. As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females.
Why does that matter?
There's 60 males and 60 females.
Oh, I thought he was saying the people that work on the team, like a DEI shit. Damn, 60 males? Bro, what the fuck? That's surprising.
Who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American, 30% are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California, New York,
that makes sense, yeah.
Georgia, and Florida. I don't want to focus
What is happening with this video right now?
of these victims. When we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old.
What the fuck? Ew! Bro, what? What the fuck?
We have an individual who was 14 years old.
Oh my god.
Who was 15.
Oh my fucking god.
25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs.
Oh, you better not say 25 were underage. You motherfucker. Don't say that shit.
In these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of.
Bro, that's fucking devil work, bro. Ew.
The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide.
Bro, this motherfucker ain't gonna get life, bro. He gonna get the chair. Bro, are they gonna bring back, do they do hangings anymore? I think the last, excuse me. I think the last hanging I can remember historically was when they hanged the Nazis. I think they're gonna bring back the noose, bro. That's fucking evil.
The conduct at issue
25 fucking kids, bro. What the fuck? Does this guy have kids? Like, what?
spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024. If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years of this type of conduct. Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time.
Jesus.
Now,
how did no one snitch on this, bro? That just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it doesn't make sense to me at all.
When you think about the fact that
How is
some of
this
this
so
conduct
hush
occurred
hush?
25 years ago,
Yeah.
and you wonder why would it take somebody so long to step forward, I want to remind you that many states in the United States have recognized that it's very difficult for a victim to step forward and to make these types of allegations when something very terrible has happened to them. I'll use New York, the state of New York, as an example. The state of New York has specific statutes in place that revive claims that are even claims that would typically be not able to be brought, that revive such claims, and they can be brought even 25 to 30 years later. Because there's a recognition there in New York and California and other states that it's very difficult for a victim to come forward. And I would respectfully suggest the only reason many of these people are coming forward because they see other victims coming forward. And it gives them some comfort that, hey, I won't be the only one. And I expect more victims will come forward. There's an old saying.
Should be a lot more, probably.
Says, a lie has great speed, but truth has endurance.
True.
The acts complained of
Fucking
in
true.
these cases that we're going to file occurred primarily in New York, either Manhattan or the Hamptons, or occurred in California, primarily in Los Angeles, or in Florida, primarily in Miami. Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties, or album release parties, New Year's Eve parties.
New Year's Eve? Oh.
4th of July parties.
What? Just go to a fucking boat and shoot off fireworks. What the
Something
fuck?
they called a puppy party.
What? You say puffy or puppy?
There's Eve parties, 4th of July parties, something they called a puppy party.
What the fuck is it, furries or something?
All-white party, although several of these events occurred at auditions. Many times,
Of course, there's gonna be the casting couch. Yep.
especially young people wanting to break into the industry, were
Bro, it's like at this point, like, what didn't he do? Like what the fuck?
coerced into this type of conduct, in the promise of being made a star, or in the promise of having Sean Combs listen to their tape, or even let them read for Sean Combs. You should know that some of this behavior occurred at well-known venues in New York City. Some of this behavior occurred at private residences of people that we all know.
Ah, shit.
Some of this behavior occurred at hotels that we're all familiar with.
Uh-oh.
You should know that more than 55% of the victims filed reported this conduct to either the authorities, that is the police, or to hospitals. We're in the process of collecting with our team assistants medical records, reports that were made to the authorities, and I've already said that some of the individuals in this group did in fact talk to the FBI.
I need my glasses. My eyes
You should
are
know
killing me right
several
now.
of the individuals, and when I say several, I mean many, who did in fact seek medical treatment were drug tested, and drugs were found in their system, weird drugs.
What?
Drugs that you probably never heard of. One in
Roofies, I guess? Like, what is he talking
particular
about?
that continues to pop up is a drug called xylazine, or trank.
The fuck? Wait, that sounds familiar. Frank. I have no idea.
Based on our research,
Like a tranquilizer, yeah? Yeah?
is known as a horse tranquilizer.
I got it. What the fuck? A horse tranquilizer? Oh my god, these people were fucking zombies. Jesus
Now,
Christ.
There's been a lot of reports that we're filing a class action. This is not a class action. Class action is when one or two people file a case on behalf of a group of people.
Bro, I feel like there should be like a blood trail too, because if they were doing this shit, I guarantee you they fucking OD'd someone. I guarantee you. There's fucking 2,000 plus people coming to them with cases, and 120 of them seem like cases they want to pursue right away. And there's more coming eventually. You would have to assume if they're drugging these people that they would somehow, because a horse tranquilizer, if you take that, like, can't you fucking die from that shit? We ain't built like horses.
That's not this.
The fuck?
These cases will be individual cases.
Okay.
Each case will live and die on its own merit. These cases will be filed individually, one plaintiff against whoever the defendants were involved in the case. Each case may be filed in one venue like California, another case may be filed in New York. One case may sue just Sean Combs, but multiple other people. One case may sue a range of people.
Okay, so for the future, for the actual trials that are gonna happen, it's gonna be interesting because I'm eager to see like who the lead lawyers and everything are on these cases, because I would assume that, maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea. I have no idea on law and stuff like this. All right, but I'm assuming you have to get a license. Like he said, he was licensed in Texas and New York and somewhere else that's escaping my mind. But I would assume his whole team isn't, registered in all these states. So I'm assuming like, and you would also have lead lawyers on different cases, so they could isolate their time more to those cases. So that could be like a kind of a hitch in his wagon, because he can't have his best lawyer, like his best team, working on every single case. I don't know. I'm assuming for the future, because we're going to cover this going forward.
I would expect most, though, to be filed, as I said, in New York and Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's the
now,
hub.
I know this. Many of you came here thinking or hoping, or perhaps believing that I'm
going to say some names.
may start naming names.
Yep.
Well, that day will come, but it won't be today.
What's crazy too, because these are all celebrities and stuff like that, so they know exactly, like the people that did this know exactly who they are. Where was I going? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Fuck, I should have silenced my phone. These celebrities know who they are, right? These people that did these things know who they are. It's not like they were, maybe some were on shrink as well, and they were pursued to do these acts. And I'm just speculating. But these motherfuckers are probably already lawyered up, a lot of them. They know what's coming.
The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names.
Yep.
It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature
of course, yeah,
we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that.
Damn, bro, imagine a celebrity that you think that could be caught up in this, bro, and just imagine he like sees him. This guy knows, like he knows exactly who these people are, and he just sees them. Oh man, this is like the Grim Reaper to these motherfuckers. This guy right here, bro. Dude, this is crazy. And people that think this is like, obviously I hope that Diddy doesn't, commit suicide, right? He's on suicide watch already in prison. Because we don't want another thing like Epstein. But like, even if that does happen, he already knows, like he has a huge law firm and everything, like they all know these names, they know these cases. This isn't going to get washed away like the Epstein thing. That shit was way more connected to like the government and ties and stuff like that, that political power could push, more of a suppression on it. I'm just, speculating, obviously. So, I'm not trying to spread any misinformation. I'm just some average guy trying to, make logic of all this shit in my head, and obviously I can be wrong about all this. So, yeah.
But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. These are individual cases.
Please do not be LeBron James. Please.
There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing. And I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are. I call them the facilitators of foul play, willing participants in vile conduct. As we identify them, each will be part of this case as defendants. These defendants will not only include individuals, but would also include corporate entities who ultimately profited off of this culture and behavior. I'm looking at banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels. We know that many of these individuals were paid cash. We know that many of these individuals involved, whether they were the ones being assaulted and abused, or they're witnessing other people being assaulted and abused and then paid and threatened and told to leave.
Bro, this
Typically,
this is bigger than y'all realize, man. This is crazy because it's not just Diddy and these celebrities that are all super rich probably. Like a lot of them probably are. But this is fucking businesses, bro. The fucking film where he beat his ex and was suppressed for so long is because he paid the fucking hotel off with $50,000, bro. It's there's gonna be so many businesses and fucking big hotels and oh, it's gonna be crazy, like big venues and stuff like that are gonna go under. Like this is, if all this is proven and all these people go fucking down, dude, there's gonna be like a huge void in the entertainment space. There's gonna be a huge void with like, I'm sure businesses are going to go under, not just businesses that are tied to Diddy because he, made money and all that kind of stuff, and so all that shit becomes liquid or whatever, however that happens. But businesses that were paid off, right, or where this stuff happened and they had a blind eye to it. Like, this is going to be insane.
paid 10 grand in cash and told to leave, and then threatened as they were leaving. So in addition to Sean Combs, you should know the defendants in these cases we're going to file will include anyone, of course, who engaged in the assault or exploitation.
Of course.
Anyone who participated in such in any way.
Of course.
Anyone who encouraged or facilitated this conduct.
Yep.
Anyone who was in the room and watched it happen.
Yep.
But made no effort to stop it.
Yep.
Any venue or venue owner who was aware of what was going on but failed to stop it. Any individual or entity who knew about the conduct and benefited from it, but did nothing to report it or stop it. And any individual or entity who covered it up or helped cover it up. These people who know who they are should just come forward now. I would imagine, as we speak here, there are a myriad of people who are very nervous.
It's gonna be interesting too because he's going after some of the biggest people in the world, bro. In the U.S. And obviously there's gonna be a lot of goons and shit like that. They're gonna be going down for it too. But it's the really, really rich and powerful people. It's gonna be interesting how this works out because obviously they're gonna try to cut a deal because they're like super rich and powerful. They're gonna try to stay out of it as much as possible. And I hope that's not the case. Like, I hope these fuckers go down. And so it's just gonna be interesting to see how this plays out.
You can't hide skeletons in the closet forever. I would expect there are many people out there right now who are desperately searching their memories as they delete their texts and data.
And we've already seen some. Yep, Usher wiped his whole Twitter. There's a lot. There's a lot of people, bro.
Now, although these are in fact individual
and who discovered fucking Usher? Or who did Usher discover? Justin Bieber. And that motherfucker has so many depressing ass songs. And why is that kid depressed? Because he's living the fucking life. And yeah, he was discovered as a little fucking kid. This is crazy.
There is a common theme.
And how did Justin Bieber not come out about this, bro? If this is the truth, like if you connect these dots, you get to a situation where it's uncomfortable.
An MO, if you will. Typically, the victim is lured into a situation where he or she is given a drink. Typically, that drink, reported by these victims, is apparently laced with something. Once that drink takes effect, the perpetrators perform all kinds of sexual acts on the victims, many times passing him or her around as other people watch and enjoy the show, and then leave the victim ashamed, confused, injured, and wondering what happened. When the victim reaches out, he or she is told not to say anything. Sometimes there are threats of physical violence or financial repercussions or bodily harm. The claims we intend to bring will include the following: violent sexual assault or rape, sexual abuse, facilitated sex with a controlled substance, false imprisonment, compelling.
False imprisonment? What the fuck? Were they locking people in cages?
Prostitution, sexual misconduct, dissemination of video recordings.
What?
false imprisonment, sexual abuse of minors. Given the large volume of cases and given our other docket obligations, and given the fact that we want to be sure when we file these cases that they are fully vetted, I expect we'll start filing these cases against Sean Combs and other perpetrators within the next 30 days.
Damn, this shit's coming down the pipeline quick.
Now, it's rare, sexual abuse, sexual exploitation, this type of activity is pervasive in our society, and it's rare we get a chance where we can really focus on this as a country and really.
I'm putting on my tinfoil hat real quick, all right? Take this with a grain of salt, but sex trafficking is one of the biggest fucking crimes in the fucking United States. It's huge, and it doesn't make any sense at all. It's one of the biggest fucking crimes in the world. It doesn't make any sense at all, right? It just doesn't. How the fuck does that even fucking still happen to this day, right? To this fucking day. I would not be surprised if he was connected with like a huge system.
Focus on this about how pervasive this is and what we as collectively can do about it. So I thought I'd take this opportunity before I go into some of the individual cases and talk about some of the individual claims being made and so you'll get a sense of what this 120 people group looks like individually. I want to bring forward Carrie Paul. She is a national victim advocate who helps victims who have been victimized by this type of conduct. And she has some important words, and I hope you'll pay close attention. I think it's important that you hear from her.
Hello, I'm
She could talk about like
Carrie
case studies or
Paul,
something.
the National Victim Advocate.
She could talk about like actual cases that are going on.
It's not easy for any survivor to come forward. Our culture doesn't believe survivors. It blames and questions them.
Well, there's a reason for that, because the last big case that happened was the Johnny Depp case. And luckily for Johnny, he recorded a lot of his shit. And I'm not gonna, like, that case was one of the most entertaining things I've ever watched. It was like prime TV. But at the end of the day, they were both pieces of shit, right? Dude's always coked up, she's always lying and, fake beating herself and trying to, there was a bunch of shit, right? But the verdict of that was, Johnny was innocent, and people were happy because like justice was served that day. Obviously, Johnny got, he didn't get off completely, but he won the case pretty much. So that's why that I feel like that is the view. Because when I grew up, I always thought, I see these athletes, getting scandals and they pay them off, and it's like, I don't know, it kind of seems weird that you're paying them off if you're innocent type shit. Shouldn't you just go to court? But I mean, that's just me being, having my little perspective, looking out from the inside or the outside.
Instead of showing support, many choose to enable abusers. The media runs stories asking why it took so long for survivors to come forward, instead of asking what barriers exist.
That's true. Yeah, that's very valid.
We also don't equip law enforcement with the ability to handle sexual assault crimes.
Bro, that line she said was so impactful. Like, why did it take you so long to come out? Versus, like, what obstacles were in the way, right? Because, like, with this situation, it's perfect. Like, with most situations, it probably is not as easy to define. But with this, you're talking about a guy who has been, like, suspected as the guy that put the hit out on Diddy and Biggie. Like, this guy is supposedly some, like, fucking hip hop, fucking drug lord, fucking gangster that you just don't want to fuck with. He's got killers on his fucking list. Yeah, type shit. So yeah, that's like a huge, like, hey, I don't want to go after this guy. I might fucking end up dead type shit.
Lack of funding translates to lack of training. We have officers in the field that don't know what to say to a rape victim, and also an alarming amount of backlogged, untested rape kits. Prosecutors are focused on.
All right, I'm not gonna watch the entire video because there's another like, holy shit, there's another 20 minutes. So that was the meat of it. That was the head lawyer coming out. If you want to watch the rest of the video, it's right here, by WFAA. It's really cool that he came out and established this. He pretty much was like, you know what, we know who you are, and we're coming for you. It's crazy. So yeah, the motherfuckers better lawyer up, straight up. But we'll be following this because this. Every time I'm watching something about this like situation, right, I just get amazed at how deeper and deeper it gets. It's like, what the fuck? It just gets worse and worse and worse. Like, I thought he was just like some kind of producer, some kind of like businessman in the industry. I didn't even realize he made his own music. He was connected to Ciroc. We reacted to that before. Yeah, that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Trace Wish. We'll be following this. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for visiting the Ether. Consider subscribing or leaving a comment down below what you think. But yeah, tune in next time. I'll see ya. Deuces.